it's Kristen from the Wreath Lane, and you can go ahead and see what we're working with today. All of these mushrooms, and there's a blue available as well, are from Wreaths by Waldo. You can see these have a base. I did this one right here. I went ahead and removed from the base, so the base is completely gone and the mushrooms have been removed. You can do that to all of it if you want. Just kind of wiggle them around, support them at the bottom and wiggle them around, and you can take them off. And then I have the picks as well. So variety of colors with those as well. Anywho, so we've got a pretty large swag. Let me move these out of the way. So the size, I need to figure that out. You guys need to know that, right? There is no tag for the size, but I can grab my tape measure and see how long it is. So here's the hanger. I'm not going to count the hanger. Try to keep it in place. From the very bottom tip, it's 35 inches. Counting the hanger, it's about 37 inches. So I'd say it's probably a 36-inch swag base is what it'd be labeled as. Okay, anywho, enough of all that. So let's start adding our mesh. If you don't know how to add mesh, just take your curl. You can make them smaller or bigger. It just depends on what you like. You just take your curl, take that end, and curl it in. And then you do the same thing over here. Do it however many times you want. And I just put up against my chest and then smush it together because it's just easier that way, but you don't have to do that. That curl could have been a little bit better, a little bit tighter. It's easier just to do it all up on your chest, honestly. I have a variety of colors. Some rolls were practically empty, so I only have a couple curls of each. But you can use whatever mesh you want, and you just go in there on the edges. You go in on the side, and you take two pine ties and you twist it up together. Think of like a bread tie. That's the easiest way to explain it. And then you do the same thing up top as well. You're just going in up top. Some of these curls are definitely bigger than the others. If the mesh is thicker, like the one I have in my hand right now, which is really kind of like heavy duty mesh, then I don't make it the curl as big just because it's so sturdy and thick. And then as you go up the swag base, like as I'm putting the curls in right now, they're pretty close to the spine of the swag. But the further up I go, I won't tighten them in as much, if that makes any sense at all. That way I keep the teardrop shape. My favorite mesh is fine weave mesh, the one that has some kind of other fabric in it, whether it's foil or fabric. Those are my favorite. I love them. They really support your pieces really well. So this curl, I'm not going to go all the way in. So there's going to be some slack, empty space right there. Might have to adjust, you guys, one other time because this is going to grow, of course. So how is everybody doing? I know those pine ties kind of get in the way of seeing what I'm doing. So again, the further up I go, the more space there's going to be between the mesh curl and the spine of the base. So it does give it a little bit of movement. But once everything's in and you got your sprays and whatnot, it'll all stay in place. Let's get a jute one in. So I like to add jute in my designs, just about all of them, especially when I use a lot of colors to help break them up. But I don't have much. And let's get one of these moss green ones in. I'm going to get this last curl in, and then I'm going to finish out the edges and then pick back up with you guys, and we'll do some up top, and then we'll start adding all the fun stuff. Got lots of florals, dainty florals with berries and greenery and whatnot. Hey guys, got all the mesh on the outside. It took more than I thought, but it is a large swag. So we're going to start adding some mesh up top, and we don't have a lot of ties up here, so I may have to use a tie that's already tied off on the mesh curl, which that's fine, you can do that, or you can add your own tie. There's a couple up here, but not many. And through here, I'm definitely going to want more mesh than down below because there's such a large dip. There's a lot of depth through there. Now, I'm not sure how much mesh we're going to need. We'll see. I'm going to try to go kind of deep through here. I want the mushrooms to be able to go in there. I have butterflies from Emily's shop, from Burlap and Bling, and a couple I just had on hand, and a little bit from Amazon. I need to add my Linktree link to Facebook, my Facebook business page, but you could always go to my Instagram and find it. You get a ton of them, but my favorite ones are the ones that Burlap and Bling have. So, but whatever you prefer, you can get them from Burlap and Bling with the code, or with my code, or you can get them from Wreath by Waldo with the special code she supplies with you guys. The possibilities are endless. Even though I'm not a huge fan of this swag, it is filling up nicely. So just a couple more left. Last curl, and I think it's going to be, this is the last curl I have cut, but I think it's going to be the last one. Because this is that heavy duty mesh. I think it's going to fill in that area the amount I need. Okay, and you got all these extra ties. Normally I would, if I have like a lot of ties available, normally I would tuck some of them down underneath the mesh and just keep it what I thought I would need, but I wasn't sure with this, so I left them all up. But you can just go back and tuck them. You might need 1 or 2 for some ribbon, so you could leave a couple up if you wanted, but it's up to you. So easy peasy, just go around and tuck them down. So normally I would get my filler in, some of my filler at least, and then add the mushrooms or my focal pieces. Before I do that, if I do that, I want to go ahead and check and see if my mushrooms are going to have space to get in there. Because if it's going to be a tight squeeze, which I'm afraid it might be, I need to go ahead and get them in, and then I can just work something around them, and those sprays will help cover up that base. Let me get my tags removed. She has this available in green, pink, orange, and blue. I have the blue, but I don't think I'm going to have space for it. I really like these 3 colors together, so let's check it out. So I'm thinking I want my pink one as the top one. Let me move some of this. The pink is the only one I'm not sure of, because I think I need to bring it down a little lower. I'm going to leave that one there. So I got my pink one up there, and I want to bring my orange one somewhere in here. I'll start grabbing another one real quick. This one somewhere down in here. Just trying to find a little hole to get in there. Okay, and then let's see about you. Need to come in a little bit more. And then we have our other one we could either put somewhere in here. Got the picks. We gotta get our glue. Okay, got my filler, got my glue gun. Let's get these glued in. You could even zip tie them in if you wanted. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to do that, but I think glue will be enough. You could do either or both. Glue, glue, glue. So you might have to play with your adjustment a little bit to get it to where you like it. Of course, you could do yours completely different. gonna go around and get glue on everywhere it touches. I'm trying to make sure I don't put too much glue in certain areas though, where I block sprays from going in. Right there. So I want it up a little bit higher. And get some glue all on the bottom. Hopefully that's not too close. Some more glue on it. Let's go up the top. Really need to flip this. It is very rare that I go ahead and put the attachments in, but there are little pieces and areas that need to be covered up, and the fillers will help do that. And then too, you put your filler in and it takes up space, and you may not have enough space to get your mushrooms in. And if you're still not happy with how secure it is, you can always take a pine tie and wrap it around, like one of them in the back or down below, you know. I might do that with this one. Wrapping it right around it. All right, we got our main ones in, and I'll put this one in once I get some more stuff in, because it's not going to really be a problem. So I'm just going to put the picks. I've got 2 orange, 1 pink, 1 green pick, and then the little bitty one that was part of this, because they all have a little bitty one. A to my favorite part. All this filler is from Emily's shop. I don't know if it's still available, guys, and I do know Burlap and Bling for sure has this one available. Both shops have different fillers you can use, okay guys? I have not used this spray before, so I'm not really sure how I'm going to cut and add it, but we're about to find out. Might even pull down a little bit, pinch and roll to get a little more stem, because we might need some shooting out on the edges. I'm going to start off with the cream. It's going to make the other colors pop. Let's see. Okay, so you got this big thick stem right here. Right there, part of it. I'm going to clip that away. And then I'm just going to leave the rest of that whole. Same thing. Leave it whole. The shorter ones will go up top, longer ones on the edges. To the side. Let's go to an orange. Let's do one of each color. See how much that does for us. I love, love, love these. These are so perfect for this design. I think they're called meadow flowers, mixed meadow flowers. Now, Emily had another filler kind of similar to this in her shop. Again, I don't know if it's available right now, but that too, if you by chance have it, would be absolutely perfect for this. Really, any of the filler bushes that Emily had or has in her shop are perfect for this design. We're going to get a lot out of these. Okay, let's go to the pink. Same thing. All right, so we got 2 nice piles of each color. Open it up a little bit, bring those flowers forward. This is the shorter pile, so I need to grab longer ones first, but we got our creams ready. Then our pink and orange on standby. Go to the longer ones. We're going to start filling in the edges first. So I got my long ones. Bring that flower forward. And let's start adding. I don't want to extend it too much, just a little bit. And I'm going to get some glue on that. Kind of going to the back, that way if I need to put anything on top, it's not going to block it. Obviously, I only have 3 of the cream. So if I want cream throughout the whole thing, I'm going to have to cut another one. Normally, I would cut these little longer pieces away, but I want them for this. This This is going to be like very whimsical. There we go. Ah, so pretty already. I am going to go ahead and grab my other cream and cut it up. That way I can put a little bit of this throughout. Whatever you're using, go ahead and cut it up because I can tell you we're going to need it. Got it cut and ready. Flowers pulled forward. And we're going to start adding it. And of course, oops, sorry if that was loud. Further up you go, the longer it's going to get if you want to keep the swag shape. This is too long. I'm going to get some in behind it up here. I would have liked that to show a little bit more, but it's okay. Okay, let's go to the pink long ones. I'm going to try to put the pink by a different color. So I'll go ahead and grab an orange and get it up here by the pink. And another orange. This is going to be so vibrant. It's going to be so pretty, y'all. I don't know why I whisper sometimes. I'm so sorry if you catch me talking under my breath. It's like I talk to myself. So sometimes that's exactly what I'm doing, is talking to myself. But how are you supposed to know that? And you can't hear what I'm saying. And it's a bad habit. I need a break. So apologies if you ever catch me doing that. I don't mean to. I don't even realize I'm doing it, honestly. Not until I go back and like put the video together. Sometimes I'll like turn the volume up, you know, so you can hear what I'm saying, even if it's nothing you need to know, but just so you know. Oh, we lost a flower on one of them. Let's see, I'm going to take, you know what? I'm going to go back up top because we can use it over here on this corner. I can see we really need it. Really, we could use another curl right there. Maybe if I tuck that down a little bit. Try to see if I can make my stem fit each. That is all of those little flower left behind, so we'll just add it with the rest. Now it's time to start getting some up top cream. We got a lot of cream, so let's do that first. Help hide some of the mushroom, like the base, especially where I may have like pulled one away and you can see it on the bottom of it, but I don't want to cover them up. So I might have to cut one down here or there a little bit more, but I think it's going to be okay. And that's the reason why we use the long ones on the edges as well. We've got a lot of cream. Y'all, I don't think we're going to need any more filler after these. Flowers I want to add, but filler, goodness, I might have cut too much up now that I'm looking at it. We probably could have gotten away with the others. We'll see. I'll bring this one back here, like right in there, or let's go in over here. Stem is a little hefty, but I can make it work. I got glue in my hands. Whew. And then we'll take another one and go in over here. And we definitely need a little something more right there. Sometimes when you put glue on the sprays before you go in, it clings to the first thing it touches, and it's hard to get it to go in the way you want. That's another reason why I like to add glue after I've gotten it in. But then sometimes you don't hit it when you put it in first. I think that'll work. It'll work. Go back around, check your edges if there's anything that needs a little filling as well. It is so easy to forget about your edges. We tend to focus up top. So I'm going to grab an orange. If I'm not sure of how I want to place an item, I will just hold it up, and if I like it, then add it. It's going to help fill in that little dip that was there. It is already so pretty. Now I'm going to grab a pink. OMG, I'm in love. I'm in love with the mushroom. Sorry, I get excited. Okay, I gotta check for some other areas, like over here. Let's take this one and go in right in there. Bring some of it to the side. We need one over here. Maybe even two. We definitely got to get one more right in here. So let me see this from the other direction. Make sure we're up too much. And can it be cut shorter? Yes, yes, yes. A little bit. So be careful not to cut it too short. And if you do need to cut it too short, maybe take one of the pieces and wrap it so it doesn't fall apart in the wreath. I need some more glue. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay, let's check it out. Oh, yes. So we obviously need a little more here, here, here. So we could use one more. I was wrong. I thought we'd only need those, but we do have some florals. You know what? I'm not going to slack on the filler. I'm going to go ahead and add one more, and I'm going to add the orange, even though I really don't want to add the orange because I have more pink. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I'm going to do it because I think orange will look better. One more filler brush, and then the rest is just more mushrooms, our florals, butterflies, and figure out what we're going to do with ribbon too, you know. Okay, that's cut, but before I do anything else with it, I'm going to figure out where this other mushroom's going to go. Oh, I need glue. Perfect. Awesome. That leaves space for a bow down here, and our butterflies will do work with that as well. All right, so I probably could just go ahead and add this whole section in those areas that I was talking about, but just to be safe, I want to cut them up because I might need more areas than I'm noticing at the moment. So I'm just going to do the same thing. Cut away the longer piece. Yeah, I'm so excited for this. Oh, it's in my hand. Dirt. Billy is putting some boxes together, so if it's really loud, I am so sorry. I gotta ship out. Let me get one right there. Some forward, some back. Hopefully I won't regret putting this one down here versus up top, where I would probably need a longer one versus a shorter one. I might not even be able to get it in. So, mangled mess. There we go. Where did that come from? Well, I will wrap it up with a little flour and add it in. Ooh, we need one right over here. Sometimes it's easier to do this if it's upright, like on the easel. You can see better, especially if you're short. I can see we need one right here. Oh no, this one's falling apart. I bet that one that just I didn't know where it came from is from this. for sure, because it was loose enough. But easy fix. Just use one of the sprays or pieces and wrap it. That should do a pretty good job filling that area that was bothering me. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to stick it there. Because knowing me, when it's upright and I see it, that area is going to really bother me, and I'm going to want to add something to it. And then we'll end up doing it later on. So let's just go ahead and take care of it in advance. And again, ribbon is going to be down here, so it'll be all right. Other mushrooms. So I think I want to take an orange one up here, because we got pink and green right there. So let's take an orange one right there. I like that. Keeping that stem kind of long so you see it. Perfect, and it's just a little bit shorter than this one up top. That little flower, just stick it anywhere. There's a good chance yours didn't fall out, so I wouldn't even worry about this unless you want to cut one away and then add one right there. Okay, let's get our ribbon, your ribbon of choice. You can use any. We're going to use either 2 or 3. Alrighty, let's get our ribbon in. So I have chosen this green with a pink back and an orange and another pink. So, and then I'm thinking I'm going to take this small checkered one and maybe like run a little bit here and there to make it different. So I don't know yet, but I'm going to use these 3 for sure. I think they're all the same size, or these are 1.5. No, they're all 1 inch. Perfect. So you can do your rows however you want. But I need my easy bow maker when it comes to multiples. So it's about how long I'll need my tail. I'll probably end up taking the tails over here and over here, but we'll figure it out. So just in case, I'm going to give it some extra length. Now, Emily has lots of ribbons, and I know she has all these colors, and you can also find tons of ribbons at Burlap and Bling as well. Mm-mm. Ooh, where I put my pen. I try to put my pens over to the side so I don't forget. And I love this pink back. I thought about just using the back side. I think I am going to do 2 loops of each color. Sometimes I hold it up and check it to see. Check out my tails nice and straightened out for when I cut them. And last but not least, the orange. I kind of just want to do like that, you know, down a little bit more. The back side's pretty similar to the front, so really you don't even need to twist it. That one's a little bit longer than the others. Gonna pinch, pick it up. That's so nice having the new Easy Bow Maker. That one needs to be a little bit longer, just to be safe. Twist it off. Zip ties are a quicker and stronger way to tie off, but I just prefer using the Chanel or pipe cleaners, whatever you know it as. because it just makes it, for me, it makes it easier to tie it in the back. Of course, you could put one of these in between the zip tie and use the zip tie to hold the bow together and use the pipe cleaner to tie it in. So either way it works. And then if you have 2 ties available from your base, you can just wrap those 2 around the middle. I really like this. I would take some of those tails over to the edge. Well, I think we're going to go in like that. Run that tie through. Feel for it and tie it off either around the base or with another pine tie if there's one available. That's the quickest way to do it. That's the way I do it if one's available, which most cases there is. Take that a little tie down in, or you can trim it out. Okay. Let's work this in here. Get some little greeneries and stuff out of the way. And look how it's made it pop. And then we got tails to reach over here, 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 and here. I just need to cut them based on the length they need to be for those areas, or I prefer. Shouldn't say they need to be, it's preference. So this one's going to be my longest one. And then this one will be a little shorter. And this one will be a little shorter as well. And you can curl them up. Whatever you want to do. Oh, let's see. I wouldn't mind getting some ribbon in right here. How do I want to do it is the question. Okay, so I think I'm just going to use this one since it has 2 colors and just make a bow, just a simple bow. Not sure how big I need my loops yet. So you just measure how long you want your tail, bring it back up, and then rotate your wrist. Get that out of the way, and bring it back up. And then you have a 2-loop bow. Alright, so I'm going to go in with my bow like that. So I'm going to twist it off. Let's try this. Let's go in like right in here. I'm going to kind of go in on the side so I don't hide the mushrooms. Okay, now let's see what we're working with here. I got one coming down. And this one. Coming up. And we could just tie it off up here. At least until we decide where we want to go with it, if we even do want to go anywhere with it. I think it's a little too much. Take away a little bit more and come over a little bit more. And hopefully this will stand up. Okay, let's go check it out. Tuck you right there. We could even flip it so you see that pink. Now we need to do something over here. I think that's it for the ribbon. Oh, well, this. Hold on, let me trim the, or open this real quick, because I still would like to get some of this in here, but I'd like to do it differently than what I'm doing. Like, I I'd like to run some down the middle, you know, like in just random little areas where it's not covering the mushrooms, but it's just running down, maybe even down into this or something. I do it better than that, but you get the point. I'll have to figure out how to go about it. What are you doing, friendly? You coming to visit me? Ooh, I actually kind of like it just like that. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and leave it like that and then trim it so I don't forget about it. Let's take this with it. Of course, I'll have to go back in and tie it in. Let's take it right here. Make them small because we don't want to take over anything. I got distracted. Friendly. It's like he's knocked something over here in here. Did you throw that ball in there?
No, I didn't tell you that.
Yeah.
Right here at the rug.
It sounded like something fell, but I saw him with the ball. Anywho, sorry guys. Sorry. Okay, so right there and there. And then we'll need to do one more. And that makes me kind of want to take this out over here. Or even just, I don't know, take it to the back. To the back. Okay, that's better. I want to do one more of this. But where, oh where should we do it? Be coming out and behind the mushroom to the back. And then it's gone. Let's see what that looks like. Oh yes, I love it. Okay, cool. I'm gonna wrap that up. Ooh, hold on. 1 second, y'all. Maybe put one more over here. Coming out down below right there. I'm gonna do it. Cut it. And then I probably could glue it in right there, honestly. And then we could do a little bit of orange over here. I'm thinking just running some bloop, bloop, and being down like that. I don't think we need a starting tail. I'm gonna go ahead and get a tie for this one. I might just glue these in, maybe with the exception of one or two. Okay, I want to go in like somewhere over here. There we go, yeah. Tie it off with something. Even if you have to just run it around a tie that's twisted off around a mesh curl, it'll work too. I kind of wish this orange had like a different colored back, you know? That would be great, but it doesn't. Okay, I'm thinking just like something like that. And then bring in, turn it so you guys can see a little bit better. Coming in like right there. Yeah. And I should be able to find a pine tie right in here that I can just twist right around the ribbon. And then put that away. I'm just going to do it like that. Awesome. Okay, so I have one more thing I think I want to do with the ribbon, y'all, and I swear that's it. I kind of want to take and put one more curl over, not curl, tail, right over here to help kind of fill that area in. And then let that be it on the ribbon. Not necessary, but can be done. Since it's super lightweight, I should be able to take a tie, wrap it around it a couple times, add some glue to it, and let it do its thing. Okay, so we got to get this in there. We're going to have to take a tie with this one, and then the rest will be fine with just gluing in. It's going to be so cool. And that check makes it different, you know. Should be fairly easy to run this tie right through this area and hopefully straight to the back. Yep. Woody woo. Draw it into that little kind of hole, that dip that the bow has created. Pull it in and tie it off, my friends. Hopefully there's a tie close by. Awesome. Okay, now let's see about right in here. Okay, so I can definitely drop some glue right there. Make sure you use your scissors and push that in there. Same thing with this one. There's like a perfect dip in there. Get some glue on both sides. This one's really easy to do as well. And there we are. There we are. Oh yeah, we got one more over here. This one, I think I can get really easily too. And we can always put a little something in behind it, or I mean on top of it, to help it stay in there even more so. Now, I did kind of push a little too much in there, so we're not going to have a tail, but that's okay. Get in there a little bit better, since there won't be. So it's either make another loop or let it be. And I'm just going to bring it back here. Tuck it in there. Awesome. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. This one, bring it in a little bit more. Okay, y'all. We could totally do a little something right here, but I'm going to leave it alone. I showed you guys I'd leave it alone. But there is no wrong or right way to do your ribbon, y'all. You can go crazy with it in so many different ways. Maybe we'll even just bring this one a little bit over here to kind of help fill in this area. Yeah. All right, cool. We're almost finished. We got our mushrooms, most of our mushrooms, and we still got a couple mushroom picks. Then it's our butterflies, a little bit of florals, and we are done. Look how cool that looks though. I love it. Love it, love it. Ah! Now that we got our ribbon in, we can go in there with the mushrooms wherever we want. So I wanted the pink one down here. Let me go in there where I need to do something to where I can hide those stems. Just take it right there for right now. So we can move on to the next couple ones. I'm gonna just pull and cut. And I'm gonna take this orange one And I already know where I'm going to go. Where's my clippers? Probably won't need that much stem. It's going to work. And it right there. And that should help keep that ribbon in place. Oh, sorry. Really, we don't need any more mushrooms, but I'd like to get them all in there. We need another one up top. We need one like right in here. I'm also afraid if I put too many in there, they're going to get lost in the mix. Okay, y'all, I think I'm going to pass on the green one. I'm sorry, because I think it's going to be too many. So I've already added one orange. So I'm just going to pass on the green one and try to make this last bit work in there. Even though I really want to get that pink one in. I'm going to fill that right there. It's just really important not to lose, you know, the big ones. I don't want those to get lost in the mix. And I'm afraid I'm starting to do that with all the ribbon and whatnot. That pink one was really important to me. So we'll just move on to our florals, and then maybe we'll get the pink one in, but I'm going to pass on the green one. I do have the little bitty green one that's from this, so that'll have to go in there because I don't want to leave any waste for you guys. But anyways, let's get some of our florals in and our butterflies. Some orange. This is from, not burlap, Emily's shop. Just some random stuff. That's a no. I've got this green pom-pom. So let's start off with the green pom-pom. Emily has a green pom-pom spray in her shop. And I'm using this because I want to break up some of the colors. Probably get rid of one leaf. This is from Michael's, y'all. But again, Emily has one in her shop. I definitely want to make these mushrooms more visible. So I'm hoping this will do it, and then we can go in with some other florals. Anything that's hiding the mushrooms, you can always tuck out of the way. Let's go in right there. We need something right there. Hopefully these will kind of create little pockets where your eye catches and then you see the mushrooms around it. You know what I mean? Two left. Kind of want to get one coming out from it as well. Didn't go in there quite the way I wanted, but it went in. That's what matters. I'm going to flip this around. And I think our butterflies will help as well with all of that. Oh, I hate trying to get a tag off, y'all. I'm going to have to trim it. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. Apparently I glued my clippers down. Maybe we should go right there. And then we could just use a different floral over there. Let's go to this. These will probably be more like the edges, like there, you know. The leaves aren't bad, but I typically don't keep most of the leaves, if any at all. I'm going to put that over there. This is from Emily's shop. She's got lots of new sprays and like home decor, wreath bases. wall baskets. I got 2 of those on the way, y'all. I got some really fun stuff in mind with those. I'm like really excited for them. I'd like to get one up here. Maybe that will help catch the eye. It didn't go in the way I wanted, but it's okay. And then we got 2 left. I'm gonna get one there, the smaller one up here. Right in here. And the bigger one on down. Hopefully this is not too long. Oh, yay. Awesome. Turn it back around. Something else I pulled real quick, I'm going to grab. That could help break up anything is this green spray. I don't know what it is, but I kind of want to get a couple of these on the edges. 1, 2, what, 5 stems? Oh. Okay, unfortunately, this I think came from Joann's, and I'm sure most of you know Joann's is long gone, but there are so many options out there, and I'm pretty sure if Emily doesn't have something towards it, oh no, she's got those new CDM sprays, I think that's what they're called, and whatnot, that you could use in place of these. I'm just going to add one. I really want to try to be careful with how much I'm adding. Ooh, sorry. Lord, I'm just all thumbs today. I want to get one right up there, so I'm going to save that for there. And I want to get one right in here. Awesome. Get that little area that was kind of missing something up top, and then this on the edge. And this one on up a little bit. I'll show you here in a second. Right there where that orange ribbon goes in. And let's take the other one up top. And take it like right in here. A little bit of length off of it. Tuck that down. There's no sense of having it up. Tuck that down. Okay, y'all, I think we just need to add our butterflies now. Y'all, because we need some butterflies. I have these orange ones. These are from Burlap and Bling. These are my favorite. Oh no, it's twisted on itself. Let's see. I don't think I can get any more stem. Now I bet I can. Ow! Oh gosh, that hurt. Ooh. And that stretches. And then we got more stem. Because I don't want to cover up the mushrooms. I just want to accentuate everything. So I'm thinking like that. And turns out I didn't need all that stem. That's going to help cover up that area that kind of is little lacking on filler. And this is going to kind of create a shape. Let's go down below. Oh gosh, I about lost it. And then we have another one. I think there might be one missing from this, like a butterfly. I could be wrong. I thought there was like 5 or 6 on it, so I could be wrong, though. Down here would be awesome. This is going to be a monster, y'all. I hate to cut that so short. Okay, I think I'm going to put this one over here. If we get some length from it, like going, I don't want it on top of it. I just want it coming out on the edge. And same thing goes with this one, which I already know I can do that with this one because it's got a pretty long stem. I'll have to cover all that up with something. You. Let's tuck you right there. So we got all that. The ribbon handles covering up that area pretty well. Okay, y'all. I think it's finished. One other. We got another butterfly, y'all. I think you can get the solid pink from Emily's shop. This one's pink with white. I would just want a pink one. Let's see, what's the best looking one? Let's just try taking this whole chunk. This one's sold out, but there is one that's all pink available. Okay, I gotta pull that one away. I'm gonna pull this one away. Trim that. And I'm gonna put one pink butterfly right there. So again, you can use any butterflies. Honey, you bringing me your ball? He's bringing me his ball, y'all. Oh, I know, honeys. Yes, I know. Yes. Oh, is that so? I wish I could show you guys him. Yeah, honey. Oh, I know. I'm almost finished. Okay, guys. Well, it's done. I know, honey. Hold on. You gotta be patient. Oh, God. Don't get mud on me. Keep your feet clean. Okay, hold on. Hold on. You gotta chill, okay? Okay, hold on. No. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. Let me show you. It is complete. Shh. It is complete. And it is a... Oh, no. Lordy be. Help me, Lord. Yeah, I'm done. I'm showing them real quick.
Oh, so
It's still recording, yes.
hello.
Okay, there we go. It is so awesome, y'all.
Pretty.
All right, guys, I hope you love this. Until next time, bye.